Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of At the Dinner Table. I'm your host, Vincent Wolf, and of course, I'm not here alone. I'm with my family, the fellas, uh, Deuce and Tig. Everybody else is off, and I don't know where Angel is, but he will be joining us at some point doing this show. Right before we came on to do the show, we were talking about shows, and me and cousin Tig were having a debate.
That's what you want to call it?
It was a
You
debate.
call it debate.
Hold on 1 second. I just got a text from my day job. Might be calling out tomorrow. Be waiting for drunk. Oh my god! Now I gotta be at work early in the morning. Okay, so brother, cousin Tig. So we were talking about WandaVision. So you haven't seen WandaVision. WandaVision episode 4 dropped major uh Easter eggs and content and everything. It gave you everything you needed to know about WandaVision. It connected all the dots, everything. And me and Jimmy watched it, but Tig didn't watch it. So Tig was like, "Is it going to spoil it for me?" And I was like, "Dude, why didn't you watch it?" And he goes, "Well, I was busy. I'm watching other stuff."
I don't really think it'll spoil the actual show, but it's gonna. If we talk about episode 4, it's gonna ruin a big reveal for you. I'm gonna tell you that it is
Yeah.
gonna ruin the reveal. Um, I mean, I'm sure you probably saw from like you seen the trailers, right?
Yeah.
So you know that there's certain characters in it that we saw before, but never in this form. I could
Yeah,
say that.
they're
I'm
more
trying to,
prevalent now.
yeah. One that's really relevant to the story arc of the movies and the show going forward. So
Mm.
that's what really excited me. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I was screaming
I
at the
really
TV when
I do not want to go into it anymore. I don't even
yeah,
want to say the character's name because it's gonna.
yeah. And
But
and the character is played by a great uh person. I'm not gonna say what person, but the I love the person. I think that person is amazing, and I follow this person's career. Um, but I'm not upset that Tig didn't watch the show. I'm just mad that Tig takes so long to watch TV shows. Tig, why you take so long to watch TV shows?
Like I was saying to you before, other things are going on. I watch other stuff as well. I don't watch everything you watch and that's it. Like I'm an anime fan, so I watch other anime. I'm a
Okay.
oh yeah,
sports fan,
what
Mister.
you
Oh,
watching?
you should have a
Oh,
sports
wait,
segment.
hold on, stop. You
Remember all
said
of
you don't
that?
even watch sports like that anymore. Remember,
I
you just
don't.
started
I
watching
don't.
sports
I
again.
I didn't. No. I didn't start watching sports again. I stopped watching every basketball game, every football game, all the baseball game. Like I did
Okay.
that because somebody I know, not mentioning no names, kept getting on my case about not watching TV in the first place. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but
I
he was
don't know who you're
real
talking
upset.
about.
Oh, cuz you missing out on this show. You ain't see this show.
Who
Yo,
you talking
cuz when
about?
you gonna catch up on this show?
You talking about
Oh
Omar?
man. Uh-huh.
Who you
Yeah,
talking
Omar.
about?
Let's go with Omar. Let's go with Omar.
Who you talking
You talking
about?
Yeah,
about
so at a certain point, I was like, all right, you know what? He's telling me I'm missing out on 19 different shows that he's into and he's saying I like. So I'll jump onto those shows. In order to watch those shows, I gotta skip out on the sports.
Yeah, but you. All right, hold up. It took you 2 years to watch Mandalorian, though.
Uh-huh.
You weren't watching sports, but you wasn't watching Mandalorian. So I don't get it.
I was watching
he
sports.
was watching sports.
No, no,
You trying to use the
no,
Jedi mind trick on me.
I stopped
No,
watching
he trying to
sports
use Jedi
to
mind trick on you.
watch
He said he
Mandalorian
was
Mandalorian.
ended.
watching sports, but not all the sports.
No,
When did
That's
no.
what he said.
Mandalorian end?
Mandalorian ended,
Hmm.
right? Ended when we started this show.
Right.
During
The
the
first thing he said.
pandemic,
And what was the first thing you said to me?
when we started the show, was
Right.
when you
When was the
started
first
watching it. So that means we started the
No, 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 no,
show.
no, no, no,
Wait,
no.
wait, hold up. We
I didn't
started
watch.
this show
I
in
didn't watch.
November.
Hold on. I did not watch Mandalorian until like 4 episodes into our show
Mm-hmm.
because you got
Yes.
on me every single week that I didn't
Mhm.
watch Mandalorian.
Exactly. Of
But
season, we
if
were
you
on
pay
season 2.
attention, all of y'all who are paying attention to the shows, I did know what was going on in sports. What happened once I told you that I watched Mandalorian, and you said, "Cuz, what's going on this week in sports?" And I said, "Yo, I haven't been able to watch that much sports. I haven't been following sports like I used to. I can only throw in little tidbits here and there." And then I told you in that very
So,
next conversation, "Yo, I
uh-huh.
finished Mandalorian." You forgot that? You didn't put those together?
So it's still to my point. It still took you 2 years to watch Mandalorian.
It took me 2 years to watch Mandalorian because we have sports every
Some of
year.
the
I don't know if
episodes
you
are
know
like
that.
20 minutes.
None of the
Have you
episodes
ever
are like
sat
20
down and
minutes.
watched a basketball game or
None
football
of the
game?
episodes is 20 minutes. But hold on. What the all right, the argument.
All right. I
What
got
anime are you watching though?
Right now, all right. For anime wise, I just finished like another. I guess I'm like right in the middle of another arc of Black Clover. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Oh, I heard of it. I never
Um,
watched
I
it.
wanted to. I just never did.
Me
other
too.
boy D just told me to start watching. I think it was called World Trigger. So I gotta watch that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. There's another one I'm watching. Me and my wife was watching. We didn't get fully into it. The name's not coming to me.
There you
Um,
go. That's
but
why.
it's
That's why he late. He over there eating.
but it's kind of like think about it in terms of a Trigun, like it's like that type of story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I like
as soon as I get the name down packed, I'll get that one to you too. But there's a couple of different things I've been watching, and on top of that, for all of y'all out there, I watch a lot of YouTube and I follow sports and things like that, and I do a lot of podcasting as far as listening to podcasts. So I don't get to sit down and binge shows.
Wait, you do another show other than this show?
No, 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 no. Listen to a lot of shows. Listen to a lot of listen to a lot
boy.
of
I heard
shows.
you say I do
Listen to a lot
podcasts.
more podcasts. I
You
do a
say
Oh,
lot of
listen
listen,
to.
listen.
Oh, okay.
podcasting.
Look, he was about to say what?
Mhm.
I was about to say,
Stepping out
man,
on
you
me?
gotta. Nah,
Um,
you can get your own show. We get you your own show.
no.
We
About 50 odd
we're working
shows.
on a network, and we're working on the website Be Major, and soon we're going to be moving from our content from YouTube, and we're going to be on the Be Major website, and you can find all our
Right.
content there. So yeah, if you want to do your own sports
Yeah.
thing or
Listen.
whatever you want to do,
According to my
Yeah, man.
cuz, I
Andrew,
can't
you
do
want to
my
talk
own sports
politics all
thing
day,
because
man? We
I
can
need
get
to
into it
watch
popping.
WandaVision.
You can do it.
you
You know
can
what
you
I
can
mean?
do it, cuz you could do it. Come on. I worked
Definitely can do
today.
it. You can do
I
it.
came home. I did a little research. I gotta go to work and I gotta be up in 12 hours to go to work apparently now. I was hoping to sleep in. I was lucky.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks. But
Middle of a storm
welcome
too.
to the table, Angel. Um,
So,
we started the show because I knew you'd be coming at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd
I
be
know you
here.
had to eat your kaboom. Did they still make that cereal?
I think they do. I think they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
you get
So,
like
name and all that?
generic brand, like Aldi's or
kaboom.
something.
I'm pretty sure they must have changed their name just to be politically correct.
Yeah.
What's wrong with kaboom?
Are you serious? Think about what's happened since Kaboom came out of the cereal.
First of all, I don't think they changed their name because Spick and Span haven't changed their name. So I know Kaboom didn't change their name.
That's a good point.
You got
Yeah,
no.
no.
You got that for you?
I think it still exists though. I think it does. I'm gonna look that up.
It's probably at like you probably gotta go to like the 99-cent store. Well, there's no 99
You
cent
know.
store. It's like Dollar Tree or what's that, Family Dollar General,
I
stuff
told
like
you,
that.
Aldi's or something like that.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what's
have that.
funny?
It's like-
Me and my girl went to Aldi's last weekend, and she goes, because my girl's from Haiti, but she was raised here in America. She goes, only in America they put the S on Aldi's. Even when you look at it, it's actually Aldi.
Yeah, it's Aldi. Yeah.
Yeah, but we always put the S on damn near everything. We put
We're
the
going to
S.
Walmart.
Yeah,
Nah,
we're going to Walmart. We're going to the Burger Kings.
Going to
Nobody
Costco.
don't do that.
Going to Costco's.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. My mom does it every time I tell you. Yeah, she always put the S on stuff.
That's
all the
hilarious.
time.
But you know what? I always put the S on Aldi's. I don't know. I'm still saying it. Aldi's.
Yeah, I
like
do the
it's
same
Aldi's.
thing too.
You're right.
Like
I
all
even-
these
you know
what?
what's
Like
It doesn't sound right without the S
Yeah,
now. Like,
I even when I
sounds
type
weird.
it in Google, I type it in Google with the apostrophe S, and it still come up, and it will say without the S. But I act like I'm like, nah, dude, there's an S on it. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about.
it's hilarious.
Back to what we were talking about. You were talking about shows.
Oh yeah. Did anybody see? Or for one, do anybody watch Batwoman the show?
Nah.
I
I
want
have
to.
not.
I want
I
to.
watched the first season. It was okay. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. It was
I
okay.
heard some negativity.
The girl, she kind of looked like a Bruce Wayne girl, a girl version of Bruce Wayne, so that was cool. But now it's a black woman playing Batwoman now.
Okay.
And I watched the first 2 episodes. The first episode was actually really good. It drew me in. The second episode was not so good.
Hold on, back up. What happened to the white?
The original girl said she didn't want to do it anymore. What they did with her, and she's not dead. I don't know where she's at. Honestly.
And
they just act like, yeah, she's just not. Yeah, her character arc is still in the story, but you just don't see her anymore.
They didn't write her out the show.
Not yet.
Oh wow.
No,
So
not
the
yet.
woman who plays her is if people don't know, it's the woman from John Wick 3. She was the assassin that fought John Wick.
She was the mute assassin.
Yeah.
The white girl or the black
white
girl?
girl. The white girl.
The mute assassin.
Oh, word. That's right. She was.
That's her.
And I didn't even notice that. Watching
Because she got the role right after that movie is when she got cast for Batgirl.
Yeah, I guess she didn't want to do. I guess it was too physical for her. I guess the show.
I know the show wasn't doing well from what I understood. Like
well, the first episode of the new show broke. Right, it was like the #1 show. The first episode airing of season 2 for that week, and the second episode was it only did like 0.65 million or something like that. It wasn't as good as the first episode coming into season 2. So hopefully they'll step it up a little bit more.
So did it restart? Okay. Like I don't.
It didn't restart. No, it didn't restart. It continues from last season. So
it's
not to spoil anything, but the way they didn't get rid of like I said, Kate, that was her name, Kate. Her character arc is still in the show, but she's just nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? I don't want to tell you how this new one becomes Batwoman and all that. You have to watch the first. I don't want to give it away. I'm just saying the arc is still in the show, but like I said, she's not in the show for some reason. Well, the reason she didn't want to do it anymore. But there's a few shows that got canceled, like Black Lightning is gone.
No, I knew you were gonna say no.
Yes. Black Lightning is gone, but China, was it China and Ashley, whatever her name, the youngest daughter, she didn't want to do it anymore anyway. She said she's giving her life to
Black
God.
Lightning is so fire.
The only thing she's doing is things for God now. She's not doing anything that doesn't do with God. She's not doing it, whether it be acting, singing, whatever she does, charity work. You know what I mean? But she was always spiritual, even as a kid. You know, when she was like on Disney or whatever. But like she's done with all of that now. So, but this it got canceled before she quit. She quit the week after so she was about to quit anyway, but then it got canceled. So we are getting another season. The season is done, but after this last season, it's over.
Season 5, right?
That's 4, right?
I think it's season 5. I want to say
4 or 5. After that, it's over. So yeah,
right. I love Black Lightning.
I love Black Lightning. That show was amazing. It always hit like.
Have y'all seen it? Have y'all seen Black Lightning?
Yeah, that show was good. I liked what it talked about in the show. Every episode there was always some morals or something, you know what I mean? Something that you could like relate to today, what's going on. They really hit those tones of the mood of the nation, you know what I mean, this country and the show. Like every episode something was talked about. It was really good. Yeah, I'm kind of sad to see that one go. Yeah, that was a good show. Of the Hardy Boys, anybody watch that one?
Back in the day.
Well, they got a new show on Hulu. It's the Hardy Boys, a murder mystery show with two kids, brother and two brothers. Actually, really good. I got up to like episode 5. It wasn't boring at all. You know what I mean? I guess they give you the first whole season on Hulu, so it's pretty good so far.
Yeah, the old school one. I don't know if y'all watched the old school one. The old school one was pretty good.
Yeah, I remember the old school one.
Pretty good.
This one is really good.
I can't watch. Is that like that Veronica Mars?
No, it's not like Veronica Mars, which was an excellent show back in the day. Stop hating.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was. That
Veronica
show
Mars
was
was not a good show.
It was a good show.
What made it?
We're gonna agree to disagree.
No, what made
and I
it
like the movie that they came out with too. If it wasn't a good show, fans wouldn't have paid $10 million to have the movie made. Huh?
What made it a good show?
The first 4 seasons was great. It was the last.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you what made it a good show.
The murder mystery. She was a kid in college solving murder. Her father wanted her to be like a something.
That concept works because I know you don't.
Fire.
Yeah, that concept works a lot. Same thing with the Hardy Boys. That concept works. Same thing with the young Sherlock Holmes. All of those same concepts.
Those concepts. That's what it was. It was basically like a young Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a older freaking what's the other little girl that solved murders and stuff? Little redhead girl. My kids watch her movies. I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
Diego?
No. It's a live action. It's live action. That's gonna be a good movie though. That's dropping too. Carmen Sandiego live action.
Yeah.
But
is that really? Holy crap!
Yep.
All right,
that's
to keep it real. Only kids that can solve mysteries and are still hold the title.
Don't say Scooby-Doo.
No, because those were adults. I don't care what nobody said. Those were adults.
They were teenagers.
No, those were adults. I don't care what nobody said. You ever seen them in school? You ever heard them say they had?
We only caught them in the summer. We only caught them in the summer on the road trip.
No summer road. What are you talking about? No,
that was if you remember the arc. If you remember the arc, they was going on a road trip. Nope. If you remember the arc from the '60s, they were going on a road trip.
Nope.
And yes, they were.
Those were adults and swingers.
Shaggy had a little. That was the only one who had hair on his face. Come on, man. What adult you know walking around with an ascot? Get your ass out of here.
What are you talking about? William Shatner? Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
Anyway, the kids from Ghost Rider. Those are the only ones that I pay homage to because those kids held it down. All right, them kids held it.
Good stuff.
I used to love that show.
They did remake that show on Apple TV.
It wasn't as good.
It don't look good at all, to be honest with you.
It wasn't as good at all.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed.
Ain't not like the original though. Samuel Jackson, shout outs to him playing that dad.
Oh yeah.
He was the I think he was only in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
For the black kid. He was the only black kid on the show. And he was the dad to the black kid and was only there for 2 episodes. Like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's right. But totally forgot about that. Damn.
I don't think none of them continue act like nobody on that show except for Samuel Jackson continue acting.
And nobody I can picture in my head now. I think that was it. Was just him.
But how you doing?
Talking about Veronica Mars.
I'm still talking about Veronica Mars again.
He has another show called The Good Place.
Christ,
anybody see The Good Place?
Nah.
Heard it.
Hilarious. I've been binge watching that. That's funny.
I can tell you about a bad TV show I saw lately. I can tell y'all don't watch it on. I don't know if y'all saw it on Netflix. Did you see the? I know you probably should have come in attraction for Sweet Home.
Oh, I seen the trailer. But never seen the show.
Nah, bro.
I don't have regular
the
TV.
trailer is really good. Like it'll suck you in. It's basically a think about like
it's a live action anime type show, right?
No. It's
That's
like
not
did you see The Fog?
Oh
Or
yeah,
Stephen
the
King and
Fog,
all that
the
Fog?
original
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Kind of think of it along those terms. Like it's a, it kind of leaves like a little bit of mystery in the commercial and everything. Kind of makes you think, oh, there's something crazy going on in this building, blah blah blah. But then when it comes down to it, it was highly disappointing. It
It's like a
was.
zombie show, right?
Yeah, but the structure is
Oh,
better.
infected. Oh, they infected.
And
Yeah, that's right.
like we were talking about before. It's not necessarily zombies.
They
It's kind of
infected.
like
That's why I said they infected.
yeah, but it's not even that. Like it's almost kind of like Event Horizon type thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not worth it. Like it's the structure.
I'm waiting for that COVID.
Yeah,
that's dropping on Netflix. That
this
looks
is
good.
this is basically like that, but they just took it to the extreme. So like
They
every
got a
trope
new
that
show
you'll
coming
see
out
in a
called
movie in
COVID,
like the zombie movies and
COVID
all that,
23.
every trope character is in that show. Every single trope character. Yeah, every single one. It's not really all that good.
I've just been watching Batman the animated series that on HBO because it dropped on HBO. So I've been lit
Batman.
Yeah, Batman
animated series.
Animated series.
If you watch Batman, the one where they go back in time, when he goes through a portal, he's is a movie on HBO where he goes back into rural like Japan and it's like an anime.
I didn't watch Batman.
Oh, Batman Samurai. Yeah,
he's a samurai dude with like a shogun.
I'm watching.
Yeah, it's good.
I will watch.
I know
it.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I've seen that one.
But
that one was good. That was
Batman.
good.
Watching the old school Batman, the one that came on Fox back in the 90s.
Yeah.
How
I'm
disappointing
watching
cartoons are now.
Still holds.
Oh yeah,
like
still holds up.
It's amazing how that show came out in the 90s, and it's still amazing. Like it's still
it's homie though. It's homie. It's when we hear that dude. What's his name? Kevin Conroy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Batman. If you don't hear him as Batman, it sounds weird as hell.
Yeah.
Like he's Batman. When you hear his voice, he's Batman. I don't know if you
and the music too. The music is from the original Batman.
Yep.
Yes.
What's his
Tim
name?
Burton.
Burton.
Michael Keaton Batman.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know if you watched the they had him play Batman in the crossovers on the WB where he played like the crippled Batman.
Yep.
Oh, they did?
When Batwoman actually goes to meet Batman in a different universe, it's him, but he wants to kill Superman. That's how she gets the kryptonite. Wow. It's dope. Like if you ever watched those trailers, it was dope. He was a killer.
Throwback.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a little break, and we'll be right back. I promise you guys. I promise. And we are back. We were just chopping up, talking about different stuff that we were watching, and we were talking about Batman and anime and taking mad long to watch TV shows. And what are you?
You gotta mention that new Batman though. It's a new Batman movie out, animated. Takes place in the 70s. It's like an old 70s spy thriller, and it stars Batman and Michael Jai White. Well, the guy is Kevin Conroy. Yeah, it's really dope.
It just came out, or it's coming out?
It just came out. I want to say a few weeks ago, like a week and a half ago.
All right.
Really good.
What have you been? I didn't get to ask you. What have you been up to, Angel?
Oh, me. I've been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just got into Legend of Korra now. I never actually got through that series, so I'm kind of catching up. And yeah, at first I didn't understand what all the hype was about that show. And
that's amazing.
And then I got really into Last Airbender, and now that I'm into Legend of Korra, I'm like, yo, this show is fire. Like,
it ups and downs.
This whole thing is amazing.
It stepped up everything when it came to the Airbender show. Yeah, it stepped it up.
My girl cannot get into Legend of Korra at all.
Really?
At all. She cannot get into it. She got through the first season, and she cannot get. I don't know what it is. I don't know. My
I
favorite.
mean, it
original?
gets a little like there's one arc that's kind of like but that show is good. If
season
you
Well,
can
three.
I
get
think in
past
the
that, that
second
show's good.
season it dragged a
Yeah,
little bit in the
it
beginning.
does. It
In the
does.
beginning of the second season, it drags a little bit, but it's trying to get you
It's set
used
up.
to the story arc of her becoming who she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Yeah.
get through that story arc. So I understand why she probably got tired of the second season. But
Yeah.
if you push through the second season, half of the second season, the first half,
Yeah.
after that, it picks back up. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? I think it picks
I
back
tried
up.
to explain to her. Same with Naruto. Like she can't get past Naruto.
Oh
I don't
man,
think
let's
she
not
even
even
got to
let's
the
not
Chunin
even do
exam.
this.
Like she
Let's
just
not even.
said
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
too much talking. And
My wife was watching Naruto, like the original Naruto series, and she was like into it in the beginning. Like I'm talking
Mhm.
like when they first go on like their first mission against Zabuza and
Yeah.
whatnot. She was into it, and she was hoping. What killed it for her was the fact that they kept hyping it up like it wasn't gonna end how it ended. That arc, and she was like, you know what? That's bullshit writing, and that's a cop out. You should have just gone with it the way that it seemed like it was gonna go,
Mhm.
Mhm.
instead of having it be that they fucking
Naruto,
die anyway.
Naruto
And,
has that problem a lot. Like they keep
I
souping
mean,
up these super fights and everything, and it just gets to a point where you're like, come on, bro. Like the story just goes all over the place after a while.
it's
Oh,
like Haku is not gonna die, Zabuza is not gonna die. They're gonna get out of this, and somehow it's not gonna like fall into the same tropes that you always see. And
yeah.
yeah, it just
In
fell
my
into
opinion, that's the best arc too. So that tells you how that show goes. That's the
Mhm.
best arc of that show. After that, it's there's some high points, but man, there's some low points in
it's
Naruto.
let's go into the TV trope book and let's go
Yep,
and hit
Yeah.
the
every
same
single
basic
one you can
notes.
find is all over that show.
what's
All
Yeah,
the
my
shonen
daughter
anime do
loves
the
that
same
show.
shit.
Your niece loves that show, PJ. She loves it. Tora,
Yeah.
Tora, my daughter loves that show. She has Naruto all over her room. Like she's a Naruto fan. You bought her some
Yeah.
Naruto
Hmm.
stuff.
Uh,
what's gonna
the
just
anime I
drop
really like
there?
though. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, the other anime that I've been watching because I'm late to this train too, but like My Hero Academia.
Oh, my
man,
other daughter,
yeah.
they're twins. My other daughter loves My Hero Academia. Elizabeth, she got her room. He bought her some My Hero Academia. She got her room full of My.
That's a
Yeah,
good
I'm a
show,
fan of that
man.
show. It's a
Yeah.
good one. The thing I like about it, honestly, which caught me off guard, I didn't expect to like the main character as much because I just figured they were gonna do the same thing with Deku that they did with every other freaking shonen
Oh, yeah.
protagonist, which is like
Yep.
I gotta get stronger and just you level up and get stronger, find some new power, blah blah blah. But like more along his character development, the fact that he's emotional and
Yeah,
that
he's actually a character.
he's
It's not.
actually
It's not
exactly
just
he's
I
not just
gotta
like
read
really watch it.
or
All
hype.
right,
Like
I'm
it's
gonna get into it. My daughter be trying to get me into it. I'm gonna try
it's
to
good.
get
It's good, man. It is.
I only
It's good.
watched. I think I only watched 2 seasons, maybe. I didn't
Yeah,
watch
catch
So
up,
all
I
of
man.
think
it.
it's 4, I
It's,
think,
it's
right?
good.
It's only 4
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah, I think they just finished the.
Well, they
fourth
got a
season.
new one that's out now. I think it's
The
playing
new one
now.
is the new one is starting now.
Yeah,
I try to
and
wait
it's
for
the
the
last season. It's the last one, right? The new one is going to
I
be the
think this
last
is the
one.
last
Yeah,
one.
then they
I
do
think so.
5.
I think they ended it ending My Hero and they ended Attack on Titan. Both of them
Yeah,
ended
I was
with
about
this
to say
season.
that too. They just
Oh, now
start the
that's a good show.
season.
Did
Yeah.
anybody see the live action movies?
No, I refuse.
Oh my, you got to see the live action movies.
Are
When
you
I say-
serious? Of Attack on
Yes.
Titan?
Yes, they got 2. Well, 3 now. It's 3. The third one.
3?
Really?
Yo, the first 2. When I say they nail the anime aspect of in the live action, no other movie has done it so far.
Oh,
Where
that
they
is
actually-
rare. Cause I saw 5 minutes of Bleach. I saw 10
Oh
minutes
yeah, I
of
watched that. I
Full
actually
Metal.
watched it.
Oh my, those movies were horrible.
It wasn't. Yeah, no Bleach and Death Note. None of those were really
man,
good.
they were
Attack
horrible.
on Titans though. Oh my god, they nailed it. They nailed
There you
it.
go with the S
It
again.
looked just like the anime. Everything is just like the
You heard it right.
I know.
It's all right. Bleach. What Bleach?
No, you said Attack on Titans.
Oh, it's an S. It's an S.
Attack on Titans.
Attack. Yeah, no. That movie. The movies was excellent. Both of
Is
them.
it's Japanese,
That's
right?
surprising.
Yes, there are subtitles. Oh, you actually can get the first one in dub, but there's some. I watched them in subtitles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just so I can get the full aspect of what the hell they were saying. Because sometimes they be saying anything when it comes to dub. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, why do you want that chicken leg? And there's no chicken. Like, they're not even talking about chicken. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
That reminds me, there's an anime that has like the most ridiculous dub ever, and it's hilarious because it's totally not even what the original story is about. I forget what the anime is. Somebody will know. Like, just the anime is about something completely unrelated to what the dub is. Basically, the director for the dubbing was like, just go nuts to the voice actors. He was just like
doing that. I may be doing that all the time. I was just watching a documentary on karate flicks, kung fu movies, and it was the two guys who did all those, three of them who did all the voiceovers for those movies back in the day.
Wow.
English dudes, and they said they would just make stuff up. They didn't have anything in front of them to translate it, and they would just make it up. They was like, "Hey, he looks like he going to grab that bottle and say something about chicken, so I'm just gonna put it in there." You know what I'm saying? Wow. And that's what they said they did to all the movies back in the day. So we never, if you don't watch them in subtitles, you never know what the hell they're talking about in those movies.
They did that with like Operation Scorpio. They did that, like the actual oh man, the translation. Like, what the hell? Yo, the movie was completely different.
The Last Hero of China with Jet Li. I don't know if you ever saw that when we played Wong Fu Hong. And he's actually in the beginning. He has a fight scene in the train station with a baby in his hand, and he's like floating on top of some flowers. He's standing on top of a bouquet of flowers. It's it's over the top, but the translation that they put in there, it was so ridiculous. It had nothing to do with what they were actually saying. It was so ridiculous. I was like, oh my god! I'm glad because I watched it in English first. And then I was like, let me watch it in subtitle to see what they really saying. It had nothing to do with the conversation. Was nothing to do with. It was like, what the hell is going on? These dudes really just putting anything in there.
Yeah, because Operation Scorpio was more like a comedy the way they dubbed it.
Yeah,
I love that movie. That's one of my. It's one of my pet. Like that movie was like it was hard to find for one.
Yeah,
it's hard to find that movie, like to actually find a copy of it, a DVD. But like when I first saw it and I saw homie go into like the scorpion stance or whatever that was, I was like, oh, that was fire. Yeah. He was like moving around like a scorpion with his leg up. I was like, oh no, this movie.
Yeah, I like the way he trained. Like he trained himself to get faster by looking at his drawings. That blew my mind. That was hot.
Yeah, that was hot.
What was the other the not the protagonist? Protagonist is the bad guy. The hero. What did he?
Yeah. Antagonist is the bad guy.
Okay.
Antagonist.
What did the protagonist? What did he became an eel? What did he do?
He basically what he did was he had he literally sketched out your man's like his attacks. So he had got to a point. Yeah, he had gotten to a point where he had literally had an entire sketchbook showing every single martial art move he used to defeat his opponents. So in the end, he looked at each move, and he just so happened that his regular old wash the dishes and clean the room training is what like took him over the top.
Did he do the worm though?
If I'm painting the walls, that could stop him from using this leg attack. It was completely stupid, but we ate it up as kids. That's what
but he did the worm. Did he do the worm in the movie?
Yeah, to dodge his sweep, to dodge his sweep moves.
I was like, that's why I was like, what style was he doing? It had to be like the eel, the worm, or something.
He just made something up. Yeah. Then he started calling out names and he was like, eel, worm. Yeah. He was just calling out all kinds of craziness.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's hilarious. But that back in the day, the kung fu movies, some of the stuff, like you watch it now. Chan. Oh man, like I remember Snake in the Eagle Shadow.
I was about to say that. That's why I said Jackie Chan. Because he had to learn the cat style.
Yes, I'm like, this dude learned that cat. And literally, they was over in the corner. He was watching a cat fight with a snake, and the cat was literally just jumping up in the air and ruffling up his fur. And he's over there like,
making the noises.
Yeah.
And but Jackie had a lot of movies like that. I Hate the Fist.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that when he got mad. He would get really mad.
Oh, I know y'all know.
Crying, laughing,
because your dad freaking. What was his joint? Thundering Mantis. He loved that movie, Thundering Mantis, yo.
All those movies are good.
He had me watch that movie like 6 times.
But the best Jackie Chan movie to watch, one of those old ones, is the Deadly Arts of the Snake and the Crane. I think that's what it's called. Yes.
Yeah.
So when the monk has the book and he's like hurt, Jackie find him in the woods, and everybody's trying to find the manuscript to learn these two styles. That's the best styles.
Yeah.
All the styles against each other, but these two styles were like evenly matched and couldn't be beaten.
Yeah.
If you learned them both, he was like the deadliest dude ever.
Yeah,
this dude, everybody was like after Jackie, trying to fight him and trying to get the manuscript because he was telling them, but he was just trying to find the killer. Yo, that movie. That's where they got that. Jackie Chan is the one in Tekken. That's Lady Long. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
Lady Long. Yeah.
Yes, that's the same outfit and everything. You know what I'm saying? The same outfit. Oh, yo, that movie right there was amazing.
Yeah,
That's
man.
the best one when it
It
comes
was
to
that, and what was the other one with Donnie
Drunken
Yen?
Masters, the
Drunken
original.
Is it Drunken Tai Chi?
Oh, Drunken Tai Chi. That's with
that Donnie Yen?
that's with Gordon Liu though.
What's
That's
one
with
with
Gordon
Donnie
Liu.
Yen? Where Donnie Yen was learning Tai Chi from the old dude. Remember he was catching birds out the air.
Right, that
was his training.
Drunken Masters 2, but it's really not drunk. In America, it's called Drunken Masters 2, but it's really not
but I know, but the original one is Tai Chi something.
Yeah, it might be Drunken Tai Chi.
Yeah, I think it's Drunken Tai Chi.
Yeah, there's another Drunken Tai Chi movie, an older one.
I remember seeing that one.
Gordon Liu, you know what I'm saying? The dude always played Master Killer, and he's like the Buddha mask. When it came to Buddha, any movie with that was in a temple, he was like their mascot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember if I showed you this, Angel. Did I show you Story of Ricky?
Oh, God.
Yes. I've seen that.
I did show you that one.
Story of Ricky.
Yeah. I know we talked about Kung Fu on the show, like one of the first shows that we did. But I couldn't remember if I showed you
Story of Ricky, man.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
They did an anime about that too. They did an anime on that.
I know.
This is a movie. I couldn't believe it was a movie.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Like, yo, this is a real movie.
This is completely like off the subject, but every once in a while, Angel, I still think about when now this is for the adults in the room. We watched La Blue Girl because we wanted to know what La Blue Girl was. And I think the CD skipped. Or the DVD skipped. So the chick, I guess the dude had a whole bunch of penis tentacles
stuff.
And he was trying to get the chick, and the chick cut off one of the tentacles. And the dude started screaming. And
see, you're gonna laugh even harder because the very moment you're talking about, I played that moment in my head the other day, and I was dying.
So
I just started screaming the line out loud.
Now this is for the people who had the kids in the room. This is gonna be R-rated. So the dude has a British accent. And when we heard this, me and Angel were rolling. We were like, I don't know, we were like 18 years old. The chick cuts off one of the dude's tentacles. He goes, "You fucking bitch! Give me back my member!" Angel started crying. So Angel played it. The CD had like a scratch on it, and it started skipping. It was just like, "You fucking."
Oh, kept doing it over and over.
You fucking bitch. Give me back my member. Yo, we laughed so hard. His parents woke up. They're like, "What are you guys here doing?" Yo, we were cracking up.
That was like one of the best moments ever. That shit was great. Oh man, I was cracking up about that the other day. Like I said, it just popped in my head randomly, and I just was dying. I was like, yeah.
You're not gonna be thinking about that for the rest of your life. You just be like,
for the rest of the day. That's it.
For no reason, you're like, "You fucking bitch." All right. Let's get into
say that road rage. Somebody cut you off in traffic.
And you're gonna have to put on the British accent
for everything now.
Oh man.
Oh man. Whew.
That was good.
Let's get into some trending topics. Number one thing that happened here in America was GameStop versus Wall Street. So if you don't know what happened, so basically hedge fund people who, what they do is they bet against the stock falling, and the stock was falling, and they were going to make money off of it. Reddit found out about it, started buying it. Stock went up. Hedge fund people lost billions of dollars, like about $5 billion. GameStop rose from I think it was 4 million to 25 billion or something like that. Um, and now these hedge funds managers are out of money and they're in debt and they're upset and they're mad. I'm actually happy because I made a whole bunch of money. But then Robinhood and a whole bunch of apps that allow you to buy stock started freezing the stock because it turns out that a lot of the companies that run these these trade apps actually belong to the billionaires that are friends with these hedge fund people. So they started freezing people's accounts. So the federal government started getting involved. So right now they have limited people buying. It's Amazon, AMC, not Amazon. I'm sorry, excuse me. AMC, GameStop, Nokia, BlackBerry, and I think there's one more. I can't remember what the other one is.
I'm pretty sure there's one more.
There's probably one or two more. So yeah, it's pretty messed up. What's going on? Hold on, I gotta get rid of this real quick.
I didn't even know they still do Blackberries.
The BlackBerry as a company is still making a ton of software. Matter of fact, that's why people are betting on it right now because with a lot of self-driving car stuff and like GPS technology and like all sorts of things like that, they're definitely big players in that market. So
yeah, I just bought some AMC and I bought some Nokia.
I tried to buy MC, but unfortunately I'm on Robinhood and they won't allow it. But they wouldn't allow it. I haven't tried recently.
Nah, man.
They are now allowing people to buy limited stock because it's hurting the rich. So what I think is going to happen is they're going to lose because a lot of people are suing these apps because technically you can't allow people to do that by law because they actually done it to other stocks. They actually did it with Tesla. I think it was last year or 2 years ago or a couple months ago. They did it with Tesla. Tesla went down to real low. It went down super low last year in the summer. Like it was like pennies. And now it's in the, I don't even know, like $500 a stock now. But who owns Tesla? Elon Musk. Yeah. And another thing, you know what makes me mad? About this whole thing? These rich people who are saying that this is unfair, they shouldn't do this, are the same people who
do this on a regular basis.
Not only do this on a regular basis, but they tell poor people, don't spend your money, going to college, just go get your business or go make your money. So here they are. Yeah, go invest. And here they are investing, making their money. And the rest of people are like, no, don't do that.
Not like that.
Yeah,
not like that.
Don't do that. Now you do too much.
Don't step on our toes.
Don't do what we do. No. You should do some other poor.
You could do what we do, just don't be successful at it. Yeah, don't be successful at it.
Please throw your money away so we can scoop it up.
There you go.
Exactly.
So I hope they get what's coming. I feel like they're going to lose. They're projecting that GameStop's going to reach in the thousands. And AMC.
Yeah, bubbles coming.
AMC is going to follow behind it. Nokia is going to follow behind it, and then BlackBerry and so on and so forth. So for those who are watching this, you already know what's coming. Huh?
I said I should have brought me some GameStop stock when you first said it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said this a while on the show. I was like,
you first said it. That's why I said
this is before Reddit. They must have watched the show. I was like, this is before Reddit bought it. I was like, yo, Microsoft bought GameStop. I was like, so it's gonna blow up. I just feel like it's gonna blow up, and I bought 2 shares of it because I was unsure. So I was like, let me just buy 2 shares. Now I'm up to, I think I got 2.3. Now that shit went up to almost $1,000. Now I paid $14 each. I mean $28, and that shit went up to $1,000.
There's some crazy stories coming out because I know I heard one person got lucky. They made enough money. They bought their mama house. Somebody else became a millionaire overnight. A couple of other people was able to pay off their student loans. So it's really made a positive impact on a lot of lives, especially during a time like this. So I'm happy that it happened. I really am.
Yep, I'm about it, man.
I hope Nokia blow up because shit.
I'm hoping all of them blow up. I hope all of them blow up and they spread some of this wealth that the top 1% is holding on to and refuses to allow the rest of the country who is suffering to have. So I'm hoping it all blows up right in their face. I really am.
Well, I know Nokia, they still do good overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And their stock is cheap. It's like $4 now. It's like $4 or $5. I bought 20 shares. So when the purge happened, like, of course I lost money, but it's gonna bubble up. So that's what I'm waiting for. But I'm glad you said crazy, Tig, because this crazy person, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's on the Senate, this chick is like the new. I don't know. You know when they say like.
I think it's Marjorie Greene Taylor.
It's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
It's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how they say like when one person goes away, like something crazy, like when you like defeat one crazy person, another crazy person will take their place. This is it. Like this chick is the new crazy. Like she was out here. First, she followed a victim of the Florida school shooting. I forgot exactly which one. I was trying to find the exact story, but I know the story. Following him around, said that she had a gun on him, trying to tell him basically, he's basically the problem. Maybe because he's an activist now after the school shooting. Maybe security guards should have guns. And, how can you tell the difference between the good guys with guns and bad guys with guns? All this craziness. Talking about Obama, Hillary. Somebody asked her when can we hang Obama and Hillary Clinton? And she said the stage is being set and people will be put in place. Just be patient. She also said, and this was like recently, and she said she wants to no, she got elected. That's what happened. She got elected to the Senate. She said
Congress, not the Senate.
Oh, Congress. She's a QAnon believer. She believed Jewish lasers are coming down and destroying the planet. Like she's out of control, like out of her mind. And
how the hell did she get elected into Congress?
What the hell is a Jew laser?
How? Dude, I don't know.
The how is that people are
a Jew laser?
Dude, she believes that I heard
baby. Everybody gonna be walking around going, oi vey.
Like, we apologize to our Jewish audience just in case y'all watching.
This ain't us. This is ridiculous. This
lady is crazy.
Like seriously, what's
gonna do? Bean Yiddish name out of your head? What the hell?
Oh my
God! Who comes up with this shit? Like who?
I don't know, man.
Jewish space lasers. What? Shut up.
I never heard no shit like that. That's like that's the tip of the iceberg right there. I've heard some weird shit come out of these people's mouths.
And she also
I heard Obama was the reason for 9/11. He wasn't even in office then, just to let you know. He still was a lawyer then. You know what I'm saying? But he's the reason that they'll tell you he's the reason for 9/11. I've heard them say this at a Trump rally. He's the reason for 9/11. Obama.
Like, right, okay.
That this time he still was a lawyer. He wasn't even thinking about. He wasn't even in the office. He wasn't in none of those offices. He was in his law office. That's what the hell he was doing.
What's crazy is this is why we need better education, because people don't understand. Like, all right, so like when you leave office, now let's use an example. So like when you leave the office of the presidency, and then the next president comes in. You leave that person with the economy that you have,
Right.
the deficit, et cetera, et cetera. So if you go in, so like when Bush left out, we were in the recession.
Definitely. Yeah, it was.
They blamed Obama for the recession. When he went into office, they blamed Obama for the recession. He got us out of the recession. When he left office, they said Trump was the reason why we had a great economy. Anyway, so let's move on to the next.
There's no reason trying to make sense of what Republicans in the Senate and Congress
You can't make sense
try to
of
say. You
nonsense.
can't make sense of nonsense. Exactly. Thank you.
Sense of nonsense.
Yeah. So like she is just she really got and there's a whole bunch of other people too that are been elected to Congress and I believe the Senate too that are on the same level. She's like the ringleader. Like she is the new Cobra commander. And yo, legit, like she is.
She sound like Dr. Evil instead.
With
the sharks with the lasers tied to their back.
Pretty much.
She is literally bananas. She's out of control. I said it on. I talked about her on my Daily Commute show. She filed articles of impeachment for Joe Biden to get impeached on his second day. His second day in office, files articles of impeachment because he abused power. On his second day.
Obviously.
By stepping in office.
How dare you become president?
Did he sit down in that the Oval Office chair? Abused power.
Straight up.
It's all projection with these people. It's all projection. It's all like, it's no golden rule with Republicans right now. It's all like whatever happens to me, I gotta make sure it happens to you. It's all freaking vindictiveness. That's all.
They lost their damn minds.
They're not concerned with actually trying to run the country. They just want to play politics.
Not even play politics.
Want to be bullies. That's it.
They want.
Not even play. Yeah.
They want power. They want their rules, and they want They want to make the rules, but not
follow them.
Abide by the rules.
When you get a chance, watch this on Netflix. It's called The Family. That's all I'm gonna say, and then we'll talk about it next time. Well, everybody take it. Just watch the episode or two.
Talk about the I know what it is. I haven't watched it, but I know what it is. Another thing that's
blow your mind. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. I don't care what you already know, what you think you know. When you watch,
I know what it is. It's about the.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. I'm just talking about people. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. It blew my mind, and I know a lot about stuff like that. It blew my mind. What I thought I knew, it just really turned it on its head. Check it out.
You know what blows my mind? I saw a post today that this person posted, and this person. This is a little side tidbit. This person took a hot dog. Now, this black person posted this.
No, I don't like what it's
and it said, "This is why I don't eat hot dogs." The person cut the hot dog, put it under the microscope, right? Went to go walk towards the microscope, then it cuts, and then it's supposed to show what the under microscope was supposed to look like. And it's showing like hair and all that stuff. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's skin. Because you can tell, what skin looks like under a microscope. Any normal person, you can tell what. And everybody's like, ew, that's nasty. I'm not eating hot dogs. This is why I don't eat hot dogs. I'm like, y'all don't know the difference between skin and hot dogs? Like, for real?
I've seen a hot dog made. I mean, if you can just watch it, you can go on Discovery Channel and
but
watch
that ain't
made. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna look like that. That's how it looks like.
That's not the point. The point is,
I'm just saying that's how gullible some people are.
Like,
they can believe.
Look, man, you said education is important. It really is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can just go watch it if you want to see it.
Teach people how to think critically, and confirmation bias is a thing.
Just think, use some common sense, bro. Like,
it ain't common.
You can tell skin follicles. You can see the lines.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
And they just like, I'm like, come on, man.
Like, man, that's somebody's finger. What the hell is wrong?
That's the type of stuff where you start losing faith in humanity, man. It's
For
like,
real.
God,
I ain't gonna lie to
dang
you.
it.
Another thing that was trending this week was how many executive orders President Biden signed. He signed 42. We're not going to get through all 42, but we're going to talk about a couple of them. Paris Agreement, we signed back into that. Paris Accord, executive order strengthening Medicaid and the ACA. If you don't know what ACA is, it's Obamacare. Yes, Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same thing.
Are the same thing.
I know.
I thought they was trying to switch the name to Biden Care or something like that. That's what I heard.
No, that was Trump.
Something.
Oh, that was Trump.
But he still had Obamacare. It was Obamacare even when he was trying to. He just
I think they were trying to. Supposedly, the reason was
put his name on it.
Yeah, they was renaming it to make it more acceptable to the
work.
masses.
They didn't allow
They said that Obamacare's name, Obama's name, tatted to it was what was causing it to fail. Supposedly, fail.
Yeah, and that was all Trump too, and racist white people. So Trump kept saying Obamacare, but it really was called Affordable Care Act. And what's crazy is people were out here on TV. They asked them, "Would you take Obamacare?" They said no, and then they explained what the Affordable Care Act was, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'll take that." And they said, "Oh, well, that's Obamacare."
Yeah, I remember that.
Then they got I'm dumb. I'm the dumbass face. And,
no. They didn't realize it was dumbasses. They just kind of walked away.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Walked away. It was funny.
Right here trying to use trickery on me.
He executive order establishing President Council and advisors on science and technology, which is great. Restoring trust in government through science and integrity and evidence-based policymaking.
The fact that he had to
the fact that he had to say trust.
Look, man, we hire these people to do smart shit. Let them do smart shit and we'll listen.
Yeah. His executive order advance racial equity and support in undeserved communities through the federal government. Executive order and preventing and combating discrimination on bias of gender equality, gender identity, and sexual orientation. He also
I'm sorry, cuz is that the one where he's allowing is that the law that's passed to allow the transgenders back in the military and whatnot?
Or in school. In schools.
Oh, in school?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's a part of
housing, education, military,
But the main, I remember them when they was talking about it when he actually was they were on it. The biggest thing they were talking about was the school system allowing it, because right now they're not, what I mean, it's not recognized in the school system. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they were really on it for that.
They're working. He executive ordered Henry Tuckman to be on the $20 bill.
Yeah.
He executive ordered to cancel funding to private prisons.
All right, but that was right there only on the federal level.
Yep.
So that has nothing. That's for people that's from other countries. That has nothing to do with the citizens. Mm-hmm. So it's not on the state level. Those private prisons that's locking up, black and brown people at an alarming rate.
They're allowed to continue to do that.
It's not them. It's only on the federal level. So that has to be said. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when he's that right there, it ain't helping. You know what I mean? The average.
Yeah, but it's still a start though.
Yeah. It's something.
It's a start.
Yeah, pretty much everything here is
he raised the minimum wage.
No, I'm just saying this so people don't get it twisted. Because when I first heard it, I had to read into. I first heard it, I was like, "Oh, word, that's good." Mm-hmm. But then it was like, "No, only on the federal level." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's still good." But
it comes down to the states themselves.
Yeah,
the states' rights.
That's where it's at. That's where they lock it up.
But I don't.
People.
I think that's states' right. That's controlled by the state, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he raised the minimum wage to 15. Here's the enabling all qualified Americans to serve their country in uniform.
There you go. That's the
ban, reversing the ban on trans.
Mm-hmm.
Executive order on economy relief related to COVID pandemic, protecting the federal workforce, extending the eviction and foreclosure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Until
know how to pronounce
October?
this word. Yeah, no, March 31st.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was all the way until October. Or is that student loans I'm thinking of?
No, I think
student
that's
loans
student
until
loans.
September 30th.
September.
There you go.
There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. I feel like he
There's a
signs executive orders
moratorium.
like every day.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Creating
I'm
more
really hoping that
vaccines.
I'm hoping Bernie gets in his ear, man.
He
Well,
also said
you know
something
where he put
interesting
Bernie,
about
right?
Yeah,
Bernie's in
that's what I'm
charge of the
saying.
budget.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope
so
Bernie
that's
gets in his
good.
ear.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I rock with Bernie. I think, you know what I mean? Yeah, people say he was too old to be president, but
We
it
need
was
some
just,
We
like
got Biden.
we're getting
yeah,
like
I'm about
back
to
to
say now we
the
got Biden, so it's like the same
Yeah.
age.
like his
But you know,
executive orders are taking us back to the status quo, but we need like literal game changing policies up
right?
here.
Further
Like,
Yeah,
left.
we can't go back to the way we were before COVID. When
that's
there was no
what you know.
point for
What, and
COVID.
that's one thing I gotta say. He did say that. You know what I mean? He did mention
Mhm.
that when he was talking in his speech. He mentioned
Mhm.
systemic racism in the country. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? How he really wanted to deal with that. So I give him credit that no other president even mentioned system besides Obama. He mentioned it, of course. But he
Mhm.
didn't have a choice. You're a black president, and you better say
Yeah.
something about racism.
Mhm.
Whether you do it something or not, you better say something about
Yeah,
it.
you got to go home to Michelle. She
For
ain't trying to hear that shit.
this dude right here, he don't have to say anything about it.
Yeah.
He'll be okay, but he said something about it. So I got to give him credit for that. And he looks like he's trying to do something about it. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean? He actually can do something about it.
Well,
and
he
not just him, but
reinstated
the people
diversity
around.
training.
Mhm.
Right. You know
Something.
what I mean?
Trump took that away.
You start at the lowest levels and work your way up.
That's what
You
I'm
know
saying.
what
Like
I'm saying?
I know. Like I said, everything that he's passing right now, everything's good. It's all for the betterment of the country. But at the same time, I don't want it to go back to status quo, fellas. Like I don't want it to
Right.
be
We
exactly
need
the way it was in
Right.
2019. We need something new.
Right.
We need something different. We need something more radical. Like it
Well, he
can't be the
mentioned
same way it
even
always been.
he mentioned
'Cause that's
about
how we got to this point.
the protest, the worldwide protest
Yeah.
about the way black people was being treated in this country.
Mhm.
So for him to even mention it, you know what I mean? Trump didn't even mention that shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but you're
saying?
not expecting his racist ass to mention anything. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
how
saying?
you not going to mention something that's going on a world scale? Like it's around
Well,
the world.
well,
He
People
didn't
are
care.
protesting about this
to
thing.
keep it fair, Trump did mention it. He mentioned it to the whoever it was that maced the
Oh,
damn Black Lives Matter people to
yeah,
get
he's
him
talking
out the
about
way so he could
about
take
them
his
being
picture.
Antifa and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's who he
But
mentioned
I'm
it
just
to.
saying, like, he didn't mention it with no, like, because, he doesn't have a heart, where it should be in his chest. But I'm just saying, like, he didn't mention it, like, at all. Like, he didn't mention no sympathy for, like, people who, he said,
No.
when they asked him,
Sympathy.
they asked him in the interview, they said, do you care that, black people was being killed at alarm and raped by the police in the United States? He goes, well, I don't want anybody to be killed, but white people are being killed too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
typical
we
racist
get that.
answer.
Yeah, that's his answer. When you mention anything about what was going on at that time with black people, and we were being literally after George Floyd, it was every week after that somebody was being killed.
Yeah.
Still, right now, but every week, like a cop was killing another black person. It didn't stop with George Floyd. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It kept going. It was crazy. I remember it was like, it was ridiculous.
Literally every week you getting at least 2 or 3 people in the paper.
Yes, it was
and it's
crazy.
from city. It's varying from city to city. Like it was too many to follow. That's how many people. It was too many to follow.
It was so crazy.
Yeah.
And this dude responsible. White people being killed too. Like.
Yeah, that's the whole thing where instead of it being Black Lives Matter, everybody trying to change it to All Lives Matter. I'm like, yo,
when Dylan Roof can shoot up a church.
That's what makes me upset, because I wish that the people who came up with the Black Lives Matter the phrase just put 2 at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
TOO.
Yeah.
So nobody can come back at it. Because if it's Black Lives Matters too, because that's what they really mean. You know what I mean? All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. That's what we're trying to say.
Trust me.
But if it was Black Lives Matter too,
they would have found some way
be nothing you could say.
They still would have.
They would have found some way to go around that too.
They still.
Yeah,
but
it would have been
understand.
less. It would have been less. When people go.
It wouldn't have been less.
It would have just been a different argument.
Yeah.
It would have been a different argument.
So aggravating when I hear like.
Just think about the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. When the first thing started off with, he's dishonoring the flag by doing such and such. Then he literally went to an Army vet and was like, yo, My man, am I disrespecting you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to. That's not what this is about. Please tell me how you feel more comfortable. Yeah, he's like, please tell me how you feel more comfortable. Like, you know what? I appreciate you coming to me, young brother, and telling me that. Why don't you take a knee? And then he starts taking a knee. And then the man lets everybody know. He told him that it's easier for him to do this thing. If he's going to do that, just take a knee. And okay, cool. So he does that, and then they got a problem with that. He's dishonoring the flag. It's like, yo, I've told you.
But Trump started that dishonoring the troop shit.
It's still, it's just the idea of they're going to find some way to convolute the argument and turn it into something that's not. But they're gonna find some way to pollute the argument.
I've heard black people argue against Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
I had to put my boy in place one time. He was like, "Yeah, Black Lives Matter. They don't really care about when these black people killing black people. That's that right wing talk." One, Black Lives Matter was just set. It was set up to talk about police brutality against black people. There are other things out there that's come back. You think that black people, like, we're just sitting around going, "Oh, Timmy just killed somebody yesterday. Oh well." No, they ass go to jail. Somebody sitting there, no black lives. Look, black people are not getting. It's not the Wild Wild West. We're not just walking around shooting motherfuckers and getting away with it. It's not happening like that. Your ass go to jail. You go to prison. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people don't want to talk about.
And it'd be really appreciative if everybody who's co-opting this whole Black Lives Matter is a bad thing, and I'm talking to other black folks, could you please act like we got some damn sense as well? Like, we understand that there's other black folks dying. It's just the idea of, hey, there's enough going on in the black community without you adding to it by murdering half
without
of
some outside forces killing us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We're already the lowest percentage of the population. We don't need your help.
Go ahead, Angel.
Like my whole thing is, like, when somebody like Dylan Roof can go into a church and shoot a bunch of innocent black people and get taken out by the police with a bulletproof vest on and given an escort to prison.
To go wait,
you can do that.
He went to McDonald's. He was hungry. Then he went to prison.
And yet, a black person is trying to get into his own house and get shot and killed and beaten. Or a person is just trying to, like, sell some loose cigarettes, gets put into a chokehold.
Or somebody is jogging through a random neighborhood and is getting shot in the back by other citizens.
Yo, what's crazy? He didn't even have cigarettes on him that day. He didn't have no cigarettes. He wasn't selling cigarettes that day. He was there. He broke up a fight right before.
I don't even care what he was or wasn't doing. The point is,
that's the point.
Black people are never met with the same level of, like, soft touch, humanity, actual, like, oh, this is a human being and not like a fucking dish rag I can just wring.
Right.
Like that's the problem. That's what people need to understand. That's the problem.
Real quick, the Kaepernick, and I always, not always, but the whole disrespecting the flag with Kaepernick, I never understood that with him taking a knee. And the same people who said that are okay with the Confederate flag being with the United States American flag, which I don't understand, because the Confederate flag fought against the American flag. It's literally the
traitorous American flag.
So that's one. Two, I've personally, like, there's a lot of black and brown people who had run-ins with the law. And not even from a standpoint of doing something negative. Like, I've literally have done nothing and got stopped by the cops. And I mean, just walking. Like, so I'm gonna give you guys two stories real quick before we go to break. Here's one. Hopefully my boy Frank is watching this. So me and two other guys, my boy is Frank, my boy Cooey, and my boy Chris Fowler. You remember Chris Fowler, right, Angel? I don't know where I think we're going to the movies or something. We come out of Taco Bell. My boy Frank is white, like shockingly white and tall. And Chris and Cooey, whose name is James, we're all black. We're in Jamaica, Queens. We're walking down the street together, laughing. We come out the store together. We come out of Taco Bell together, walking down the street. Two white cops stop us, and they ask Frank if he is okay if we are harassing him. After he see us laughing all together, and we're like, "What are you talking?" We asked the cop, like, "What are you talking about?" And they both got their hands on their guns, And like, if you're in danger, let us know. We're here to help you. And Frank was like,
Wink your eyes
Wow.
twice.
Frank was like, we're
Blink
together.
twice.
Yeah, he's like, we're together. We're friends. We're hanging out together. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, for real? Like, you
Yeah.
see
Be
us
the white
laughing
person's
together.
permission, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know.
Another time, this is like years later. I'm doing a party because I'm a chef. This is doing party means like catering. And I'm in Auburn, New York. Uh, I'm at this venue. I come outside full on chef gear. I'm outside because I'm waiting they're doing like a speech or something so I can start passing out the food. So I'm standing outside. There's a homeless person who's white sleeping on a bench. Cops roll up. They
Oh,
stop.
you told us this one.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say this on the show?
Yeah, you did. You told us this one.
But go ahead,
Go
finish.
ahead. Yeah, finish
They
it.
look at the cop. I mean, they look at the homeless person. They look at me. They look at the homeless person. They look at me. And they go, so what are you doing? I'm like, what? Like, for real? Like, so for those black people who, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this earlier today, I started this TikTok. I just been posting like some old clips that I had, and this young black woman posted this thing about there's no such thing about white privilege, and it made me kind of upset.
Acknowledge white privilege. I don't know what the fuck wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She
and she was talking
really
about
did
how, you know,
I'm sorry.
she was talking about different stuff about, like, you know, if
It's not like Candace Owens. Go ahead.
she was like Netflix doesn't have a white section, but there's a black section. You know, there's no
That's because every
That
other
was
section
her
is a white
example?
section.
yeah, that's one of her
That's
examples.
the dumbest shit. That's like Black History Month. Every other month is White History Month.
So,
That's why
you
we
know,
get one.
What
You
made me
dumbass.
mad is because it shows. Let's go back to my thing about education. It literally shows people who cherry pick certain things but don't do research. They don't educate themselves on why this happened, rather than see that it happened and what's happened after it, but not what events led up to why it happened. You know what I mean? And that's a problem that's happening not only in, you know, the world, but especially in not only our culture, but in America. No one really looks at why it led up to the point. They just look at the point of when it happened and what happened after it, not what happened all the way to led up to that point. But we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, we're gonna have some more at the dinner table. So we'll be right back. And we are back. Thank you so much for sticking with us. This great show. I'm having a good time. I'm sure the fellas here are. Angel, you got anything for us today? I know you're looking for
Yes,
some.
I do. I
So-
always got stuff.
hit, hit us.
I
Hit
always
us
got
with some.
stuff that makes me mad.
Hit us with some truth, please.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with what I feel is the bigger one. Um, this comes from Acting Secretary of Defense Christopher C. Miller. This is a memo that was given to the DC National Guard on January 4th. I'm going to read this to you word for word. It's short, but I'll just read it first, and then we can talk about what it implies later. Memorandum for Secretary of the Army, subject employment guidance for the District of Columbia National Guard. This memorandum responds to your January 4th, 2021 memorandum regarding the District of Columbia request for District of Columbia National Guard support in response to planned demonstrations from January 5th to 6th, 2021. You are authorized to approve the requested support subject to my guidance below and subject to consultation with the Attorney General as required by Executive Order 11485. Without my subsequent personal authorization, the DCNG, DC National Guard, is not authorized the following: to be issued weapons, ammunition, bayonets, batons, or ballistic protection equipment such as helmets and body armor, to interact physically with protesters except when necessary in self-defense or defense of others, consistent with the DCNG rules for the use of force, to employ any riot control agents, to share equipment with law enforcement agencies, to use intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assets, or to conduct ISR or incident awareness and assessment activities, to employ helicopters or any other air assets, to conduct searches, seizures, arrests, or other similar direct law enforcement activity, to seek support from any non-DCNG National Guard units. At all times, the DCNG will remain under the operational and administrative command and control of the commanding general of the DCNG, who reports to the Secretary of Defense through the Secretary of the Army. You may employ DCNG Quick Reaction Force, QRF, only as a last resort and in response to a request from the appropriate civil authority. If the QRF is so employed, DCNG personnel will be clearly marked and or distinguished from civilian law enforcement personnel, and you will notify me immediately upon your authorization. Christopher C. Miller, acting. So, with that, does this not, am I crazy, or does this not have the feeling of being an inside job?
Yo,
Definitely was an inside job.
he
They wasn't
handcuffed the
letting
shit
them
out of
do
them,
it.
yo. He
Yeah,
handcuffed the entire National Guard.
and said you can't do nothing. Basically, you can't even watch. Close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want them to do anything. They couldn't even help law enforcement.
Man, listen.
You had to
That
go out-
entire
you know,
memo.
One, these Proud Boys came out there armed to
Mhm.
the teeth. So you telling me I
No
can't even
resistance.
bring a baton? I can't bring no mace, nothing. I
Body
can't bring no
armor.
riot shields, nothing. I can't come out. I gotta come out there, nothing, naked, basically. Who the hell is going to send out the National Guard? You ain't do that with Black Lives Matter. Was just out
I
there.
was thinking. I was trying not
You
to say
beat the
it.
hell out
That
of these
memo,
people.
if it was Black Lives Matter protest, that memo would not exist.
Yeah, it would have been the opposite of everything that's said in there. That's
Exactly.
It would have go out there with all the riot gear, tanks, machine guns, bombs. You know what I'm saying? For these peaceful protesters. You know
The
what I'm saying?
fact that you have DC Capitol Police getting tear gassed and nothing was being done tells you all that you need to know. The fact that nothing was being done by the DC Capitol Police themselves, and the fact that the DC National Guard hadn't been authorized, they showed up hours later, and the fact that they weren't authorized to have anything. Really? You send National Guard troops with no equipment? That's your way to quell a freaking insurrection? Really?
Yeah.
This guy, Christopher Miller, is a stooge that was put in place by Trump to hamstring any attempt to squash this. Why? Because he wanted them to succeed. But they're all too fucking dumb, sorry for the expletive, too fucking dumb to get a simple plan like, let's get in there and wreck shit done. They can't even do that properly. Like, you want to talk about how the storm is coming? You bunch of crazy ass QAnoners or whoever the hell you are. Like, the storm ended up being Trump pissing in the wind in your faces. That's what the storm was.
Look, he pardoned Lil Wayne before he pardoned one of y'all motherfuckers.
Exactly. No, that was the I'm not racist pardon. That was the I'm not racist pardon. Look,
Yeah.
I pardoned
Look, I
a
got my little
rapper.
niglet right here. I'm gonna pardon him. You know what I'm saying? My little niglet. That's Lil Wayne.
So that's
I don't
one.
care. I don't like Lil Wayne. I don't like him.
That's one. This is looking more and more like this was certainly planned and certainly endorsed by your former President Trump. So there's that.
And I know that
Other thing-
did they?
Go ahead.
Now I know they got impeached, but I know are they going to trial? I can't remember if they were.
Yes.
That's the other thing I was going to touch on. So next Monday, not this Monday coming up, following, is when the impeachment trial will begin in earnest. And
Trump could get his lawyers together because everybody quitting on his behind.
Everybody's quitting on him.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. This dude. What's his name? No. The Democrat Chuck Schumer said.
Yep.
What he said, the erection. At the proceedings.
That's something completely different.
No, he said he meant to say the insurrection, but he said erection
Nice. It was a little chub of a coup.
Oh, come on, Angel.
Yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, for real? Come on, dude.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man. All this planning, like you know what to do, and now you
Go out there and make a fool of yourself.
It happens. I don't blame him.
And you know, Melania was like, that's not true. I'm sorry, Angel. Go ahead.
Uh-oh. Angel, you froze?
Oh, he froze.
Yeah.
He'll kick back in.
Just like
there we go.
That picture.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a tiny chub. But Trump's lawyers have quit on him. I'm sure he's only going to get the best great value lawyers that money can buy. He's going to go up into Walmart. No. He's a witness. He's a witness.
Giuliani?
He's a witness. He can't be his lawyer. He's a witness.
You know,
And the fact that
ain't he under like 4 or 5 different lawsuits himself?
Oh yeah.
Putting it nicely.
He's an ass. Oh man.
You know what I
hated that dude from here, from Connecticut. I was like, damn. I'd be mad as hell if he was my damn mayor, governor, whatever the hell he was in New York. I was like, this dude is terrible.
No,
I know. Here's the thing that I love.
Super racist, and then he just was out with it too. He didn't even care.
The fact that Trump's lawyers have all quit on him. A bunch of the senior lawyer team have, senior legal team members have just quit. Steve Bannon is reportedly encouraging Trump to represent himself.
See, that's how Trump got into this issue in the first place, because listening to Steve Bannon's dumbass give him any kind of advice has been a big problem as a part of his entire presidency. Every bad idea he's had has come from that direction.
What do they say about people represent themselves?
You might as well go hang yourself.
Right? They got a fool for a lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's perfect for Trump.
And he thinks that he knows everything. So why would he say no?
I'm the smartest dude in the world.
Why would he say no?
I drew an elephant.
It'll be a comedy skit watching this man represent himself in court.
The dude said, I drew an elephant, and no one's smarter than me.
They're making sure, Democrats in the Senate are making sure that this will be televised, this will be recorded, there will be cameras, there will be witnesses, there will be evidence.
Oh, this is going to be prime time TV right here.
That's the best.
Represent himself, it's going to be Friends or something like that. Higher ratings.
What do you mean? I'm the president of the world. I can do whatever I want.
All the hand gesture we going to see.
SNL don't even have to write. I don't think SNL wrote.
Nope. You don't have to write the skit
when it comes to
it writes itself.
The Trump administration. I think it. Yeah, like you said, it writes itself because like half the stuff that they were doing, like with the voter fraud, actually happened. Like the stuff that it was saying, they actually said, and I was like watching it because what's funny, I watched it first on SNL. And I was like, let me watch the real one. And I'm watching the real one. I'm like, yo, this chick actually said that shit. And I was like, she oh man. Anyway, I've come to realize that the reason why a lot of these Republicans don't want to impeach Trump or want to go to trial, and you could quote me on this one. I'm gonna look right in the camera. Where the camera? I'm gonna go right in the camera. It's because Trump got dirt on them.
Oh yeah.
Reason why they don't want him to go to trial, especially get convicted, is because he will turn on all of them without even trying. As soon as they said,
it won't even be on purpose.
He go, oh well, you come. All right, they got us. He goes, all right, they got us. All right, come on, Ted.
Yep.
Everybody.
What kind of man?
Down.
Yeah, seriously. That's crazy.
Everyone is going to go down if he's, and Trump will do it even if he gets like the tiniest little bit of like, oh, you're just loyal. You're just loyal. Anybody who's disloyal, he'll release whatever just to spite people.
Oh, as soon as he go to jail, they're gonna play that in the shower.
Oh yeah, a lot of dudes going down. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're trying to distance themselves.
To go,
You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
Or
And the
double
ones that's
down.
not trying to distance themselves
Donnie,
is
you
the
dropped
ones
the
that he
soap,
got
Donnie.
to.
Oh, well, I don't need it. Oh, you disloyal, Donnie. You know you gotta pick up that soap, Donnie.
Yeah.
No, I don't need. Come on, your body gotta be
I'll
all like.
wash with the color in my hair.
It's golden. It's golden soap. Come on. You're not just gonna let that fall, are you?
That's all you got, Angel.
Just
You got
wrong.
something else?
No, those two things right now have me pretty hyped and heated. that's my general way of being lately. Hyped up and heated. Hyped up
All right.
for this stock stuff and for the potential for an impeachment trial that'll actually be legitimate, but heated at the fact that we're even in this place. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man. I hear you. But we do got a new president. He's putting that work in. He's been putting that work in literally since day one, since the day of the inauguration. He's been at work, and that's a good thing. So,
I just want to say one more thing.
Okay.
About when people were getting on him about when he said, if you don't know if you're going to vote for me, then you're not black. He was not talking to black people. I just have to let black people know that he was not talking. If you did not get what he was trying to say, then it went right over your fucking head. He was trying to say, if you not voting for me, then you white. You voting for Trump. That's what he was trying to say.
Yep.
He was trying to say that, and people took it one way. Black people was like, what do you mean? I'm not black. I can vote for whoever I want to. I'm black. And he wasn't talking to your ass. He was talking to the white people who was voting for Trump. That's who he was talking to. So just to let you know, it went right over your head. That's not what he was talking about.
All right, but he the president.
I watched that whole interview, and you could tell what he looked right in the camera. He was like, if you don't know if you're going to vote for, if you don't know if you're voting for me or not, then you're white. Because people will vote, black people gonna vote for me, is what he was trying to say. There ain't no black person, most black people are not voting for Trump. That's what he was saying. Yeah. Most black people are voting for me, and if you don't know if you're voting for me, then you gotta be white. That's what he was trying to say. Just to let that, we can get that cleared up. I always want to clear that up. It just got on my nerves when I watched it. All right. Charlamagne was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, dude, you know what the fuck he was trying to say.
It was weighing on your heart. You had something on your heart. I hear you, man.
Yeah, I had to speak up for Brother Biden. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, man. You had to wait on your heart.
Just on that note, you know what I'm saying?
Tig, do you want to bless us with some sports? Since you've been watching sports.
Honestly, I mean, what we got coming up? The big thing coming up is the Super Bowl, as you all know. So you got the oldest man in the NFL, basically, Tom Brady, still quarterbacking the Bucks. Got his squad together. This man is going back to the Super Bowl. He ain't got Belichick with him this time. So
now, is that a good thing though?
Yo, if he let me tell you, if he pulls this off, this man is he's the GOAT. Like he's already the GOAT, but he's the GOAT. If he pulls this off,
he's the GOAT.
Belichick is considered the greatest of all time as far as football goes.
No, I'm saying like he's the
Michael Jordan is the GOAT in basketball for all y'all youngsters out there who keep trying to give all this credit to LeBron James. LeBron James is great, but Michael Jordan is the best basketball player we've ever seen. And then as far as football goes, the most established ring bearer would be Tom Brady if he pulls this off.
So you're saying he the Thanos of football? He got all.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, he pretty
much.
Even
no, actually, no, he's not Thanos. He's the man.
He got more rings than Thanos. Actually,
he's the what's the dude with the 10 rings on Iron Man?
Mandarin.
The
Mandarin. Oh, the Mandarin. Yeah. He working his way to Mandarin. I heard he was in the news with some questionable actions.
Oh yeah, what'd you hear?
As far as him and like supporting of Trump and all these crazy stuff.
Oh, see, all right, that whole thing is
basically. What's going on with that? I don't know.
He's never hidden the fact that he, like when they first interviewed him when Trump was getting into office, he already admitted that him and Trump are friends. He gets down with Trump when it comes to the businesses and just, him being who he is. But he, according to him, he didn't know that the racism side of Trump.
Oh, yeah, because he been catching a lot of flack for that.
Yeah, he didn't know about the racism side of Trump.
Didn't know.
But as far as them, like, supposedly they were golfing.
How do you listen?
Look, man, I'm just telling you.
He's trying to have these damn kids locked up. He put out a full-page ad have innocent black kids locked up
I'm
and
just telling
murdered,
you
executed.
that Tom Brady said.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. I got
he
you.
don't know
He
too
didn't
much
know.
of that.
He pulling the trunk.
All he
I don't
knows
know
is that
David
the
Duke.
man was
He pulling the
golfing
trunk.
buddies with
David
him.
Duke. I never heard of David Duke. I don't know David Duke. He pulling the trunk.
Yeah, even though they got pictures with David Duke, I don't know who he is.
But
I take pictures with a lot of
right
people. People just ask me
It
to
is
take
what it
pictures with
is.
them. Yeah.
Also, as far as
Wait,
basketball
there's
goes,
one more thing. Wait, about the Super Bowl.
Okay. Yes,
Ain't
what
it
about
the most? This is the most iconic Super Bowl ever, isn't it? Because the home. This is the first time one of the teams is playing in their own stadium.
Oh yeah, because it's in Tampa Bay. Yeah, it's in Florida. So it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe it's in Florida.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I believe it's in Florida. But yeah, it's Tampa Bay versus Kansas City. And on the opposite side, for Kansas City side, Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. This dude looks like he might be becoming the GOAT right away. Because this, if he pulls this off, this will be his second title in 4 years, which is amazing.
Damn.
Like he's like 25 years old. The man's going for 2 rings already. And on top of that, I mean, he won what MVP his first year? Was it his first season or his second full season playing? We starting quarterback. I think he won MVP. So it's quite the Super Bowl. It's quite the Super Bowl.
So
hey, move your camera down a little bit because you look like a talking head. Because of the
I'm a talking head right now. I'm a talking head.
he the talking head.
That's on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So as far as basketball goes, LeBron James is still doing his thing for the Lakers. I think he's a front runner for MVP right now, along with Joel Embiid from the 76ers.
Wait, didn't basketball just start though?
Yes, it did. Just started back up, but it's been we a couple games in.
Like MVP already, and he just start.
He's killing it, man. He's averaging like 26, 27 points, like 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and the man's like 36 years old. Like he's killing it. He's killing it. I give him credit where credit's due.
But he's
Even
not.
Though his team, I think his team just lost 2 in a row. No, he's not the GOAT, bro. He's not the GOAT.
LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron.
The GOAT. Okay.
No. We're not doing this.
But he gonna. Won't he beat Michael Jordan records though? If he beat Michael Jordan records, won't that make him?
Let me tell you something. For all y'all kids out there who understand, Michael Jordan, every single time he went to the NBA Finals, never lost. You don't beat that.
All right, but
the man never. Right. You can't. He never lost.
Hold on, stop. Wait. And I hear that. I don't watch sports, right? You know this. I stopped watching sports since Patrick Ewing lost in the finals.
That was a long time ago.
When I stopped.
That was a long time ago.
That's crazy.
So, can it be said that Michael Jordan only won and is only the greatest because of the team that he had with Pippen and whoever else was on it?
No. And Rodman.
Because hear me out. Hear me out. LeBron James has championships on different teams, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
With his peers.
No, listen. With different teams, though, right? Not with the same players, but different teams with different players, right?
Listen. All right. Just like you taking your teams. Let me tell you how this goes.
Cuz this answer
LeBron
my question.
James.
Wait. Yes or no question.
But no. You don't understand.
But
you're saying that he's going.
Really a yes or no question, though.
No. He's going to different teams, but he's putting together the team once he gets there. It's not like he's going to the team. He's like, all right, whatever we got face value. All right, we're gonna win with this. That's not what he's doing. He is literally.
All right. Is it the same players? Is it the same players?
Put that team together too.
Is it the same players? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Is it different players? Is it different players that he won the championship with? That's my question.
Yes.
He's won. Has Michael Jordan won the championship with the same players that he won the championships with?
Yeah.
Okay. LeBron James is the greatest of all time. Period. How? For a person who doesn't even watch sports, it makes more sense that LeBron James is the greatest for the fact that he could go to any team, put a team together, and win a championship. Than Michael Jordan staying on the same team.
Shaq did the same thing.
All right, then, but is he better than
Shaq
LeBron
So
was-
James?
Shaq's the best player of all time.
But then
Is
he
he better
no, but
than
no,
LeBron
no.
James?
Shaq only won. He only won two teams, right?
Has Shaq
Shaq
won?
won. Shaq
On
went to the
two
Lakers.
teams.
Shaq went to the Lakers and won.
Has he won as many as LeBron James?
Shaq went to the Heat and won.
Has he
Two teams.
won
That's what I
as
said
many
twice. Two teams.
as LeBron James?
Because that defeats
No, he
your
doesn't have
argument.
as many.
No,
rings.
Because
that's not what I'm
LeBron
asking you.
James hasn't won as many as Jordan.
How many has LeBron James won?
LeBron James has what, 5 now? He has 4.
All right, how many?
Jordan
Jordan
got six.
Jordan has
got-
6.
Jordan got 6.
He has 6.
All
Yeah,
right,
he's
LeBron James
about
got
to take
5.
that. He's about to take that. He's going to take that time.
So
You know that, right?
if he has 6, if he
Mhm.
wins this season,
Mhm.
he will get the title. I even campaigned for a person who doesn't watch sports, just for the
Why?
fact that he can go to a different team and make a team and win a championship. That will make him technically the greatest, because that
listen
means
to what
he
you're
can.
saying. Listen to
Yeah,
what you're saying.
that means he's a
Jordan-
leader
Jordan goes to another team.
and
did
loses.
that.
Then wait. When Jordan gets there, he brings Barkley with him, and he brings Olajuwon with him. How great does that make Jordan?
Doesn't make any sense. You mean tell me he went to a team? Did he go to a team and bring Barkley?
LeBron James' first time leaving a team, he went to play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
But they were already there. He didn't
No,
bring
they
them with him.
weren't. He brought them with him. Dwayne, it was
Dwayne
Dwayne
Wade was the face
It
of the
was
Heat.
listen to me. It was Dwayne Wade's team, right?
That's what I just said. He was
Hold
already
on.
safe.
Hold on. Dwayne Wade was past his prime and was starting to get old, right? LeBron James
I ain't gonna say
brought
that.
Chris Bosh along because Chris Bosh was also considered one of the best players of that time. Then, when Dwayne Wade was past his prime and Chris Bosh was fading away, LeBron James left in his prime and went back home to Cleveland to win the championship. But Cleveland was set up with a top draft pick, as in the first pick in the draft, and they had Kyrie Irving in the backcourt. When he got there, they traded for Kevin Love, who was a 25 and 15 man on the team that he was coming from. There's never a time that LeBron James has put himself in a position where he had a chance at losing. That's the knock against him. He's great. He's great. And
So
that's
wait.
why it's a knock against him. Because
It's a knock
he's
against
so
him
great.
because
There's no way he needs all that kind of help to beat the teams he's beat.
Well, Jordan
Wait.
needed everybody on his team too. He could have done it by himself.
No, he
What?
didn't.
Come
No.
on now. Now you see this is what
Yo.
this will make Pippen mad.
No.
This is what
No,
makes
no,
him
yeah,
so damn
that-
mad.
no.
yeah, because
This
like
is
now
what
you
Pippen
saying
is mad.
now you
He's
saying
got
that
Henry right
Listen.
now.
now you
Because
saying that
you had,
Give
yo,
me
the
all
Bulls-
give me all the all-stars playing next to Jordan. Go ahead. I'll wait.
the Bulls had a squad when Jordan played.
Tell me the
When he won
all-stars that
championship.
played next to Jordan. Tell me all the all-stars that
you
played
got
next to Jordan.
Rodman, Pippen.
Keep going.
Grant,
Yeah.
Nash,
I don't remember.
Uh,
I just know Rodman. And Pippen.
who else was there? Who was the starting five?
No, bro.
Who was the
Listen-
starting five?
listen.
Max Neal. Who was the starting five?
It
Jordan.
depends on the year. The best players. Listen to me. The best players that played with Jordan.
We got to talk about 93. I want to say 93,
Tony
94.
Kukoc.
Oh, that's right.
Coach, yeah, that's
Yeah.
another
Kukoc,
one.
That's one. All right.
Kevin Nash.
And you
not
had
Kevin
Scottie Pippen. That's another one.
Nash. Steve Nash.
No, Steve
Right?
Nash never played with Jordan.
Not
Then
Nash.
you had Dennis Rodman. That's another one. And you gave me Horace Grant, right?
Yep.
Grant, yeah, I said
Okay.
Grant.
Now, these 4 players are not consistently on Jordan's team. At his best, he had Tony Kukoc, and he had one
Yeah,
point he had Dennis
93,
Rodman.
94. That's when
Right?
he was like going crazy.
Yeah, but
Okay.
wasn't Pippen on his team like every?
Always was on his
Yeah.
team. Pippen was always on his team.
Pippen was always
That
on
was his
Jordan,
right hand man. Without
was
Pippen, he
always
wouldn't
on
have made it
Jordan's
happen.
team,
I don't care what nobody says.
right? But Pippen was never. Pippen had one year where he was the caliber of a Dwayne Wade. You
I
understand
don't
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
that means.
But his point. But look, listen. How much points did Pippen average each game?
It depends on the year. Pippen
Well,
was
all right,
Pippen was
93,
never the
94.
leader.
93,
Pippen was
94.
never the leader of the Bulls until Jordan was no longer there.
Right. Well, Jordan was the leader. Nobody said he wasn't the leader.
No.
Just
But
saying though, without
Yes.
without the people behind him,
Mhm.
that was also great. All those guys were great. You just mentioned.
oh no,
They were great.
no. But they're not the caliber of who LeBron James has been playing with. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know about
that. It's a whole different story.
Different. One,
so, like for instance,
way more, basketball
Pippen,
is different. It's
Pippen
different.
became Pippen because of what happened when Michael Jordan left.
Oh
like
no,
Pippen was great. Pippen was great. Pippen was great.
He had his own sneakers when Michael Jordan was there.
Yeah, so did John.
John
Starks had his own sneakers.
And John Starks was a beast too, cousin.
Wait,
you act like just because they went to the playoffs like 4 years back to back to back to back.
Pat Riley didn't take. You know, he didn't get.
They didn't win, but they went to the playoffs.
But he got us to it
back to back to back when he had those sneakers. Because I had a pair. Don't try to play the Knicks. They was nice, nigga.
John Starks had a pair of sneakers.
All right.
Didn't Charles Smith have a pair of sneakers?
I'm talking about when Oakley.
Didn't Oakley have a pair of sneakers?
No, I didn't.
Didn't Charles Smith have some pair of sneakers? Didn't Charles Smith have a pair of sneakers?
I don't know.
Didn't Derek Harper have a pair of sneakers?
All right, hold on.
Harper had sneakers. I don't know about him.
Hold on. Forget sneakers.
Harper might have had sneakers when he played on the Bulls.
Yeah, but that's why I brought it up because you pulled up sneakers. I'm like, your sneakers don't matter, bro.
Tig, can I ask you a question?
I'm talking about.
Sure, you can.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Was Michael Jordan an NBA Jam?
Yes.
Was Michael Jordan an NBA Jam?
Yes, he was.
He was an NBA Jam? Which one?
Yes.
Because I don't remember him being an NBA Jam.
I don't remember him being Didn't he have his own contracts for his own?
No, he was an unlockable character. You had to put the code in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you had to put the code in to get him.
Yeah, because he was already in Bulls versus Blazers.
Yes,
and stuff like that.
It was the same thing with I think Barkley. Barkley was contracted to other games as well. His own.
Yeah,
games.
but
he wasn't in it. You had to put a code in.
Yeah,
Jordan. Yeah, you had to put air or something in. I still got NBA jams too, but it was like Clinton, Jordan, Bush.
I know. Yeah, it was a bunch.
All the hidden characters.
Certain characters were unlockables. You know what I'm saying? You had to put the code.
But he wasn't a main character in the game. He was a
it was
character.
It was Pippen, and then it was Grant. Pippen and Grant was the two characters you got to pick.
So he ain't.
You about to say something ignorant off of this?
You damn right.
Ignorant.
You damn right. I am gonna say something ignorant.
Oh Lordy.
He's so nice, but he couldn't be an NBA Jam. Come on, son. He the greatest of all time, but he can't be an NBA Jam. On Super Nintendo.
He was on the cover of another. He was on the cover
of
the
tournament edition.
You do realize that the man
you had to put
created Space Jam, and LeBron James is doing part 2.
He didn't create Space Jam. He didn't create it.
They made Space Jam because of Jordan.
Was like 7 years old when Space Jam came out.
Fellas,
LeBron wasn't even born when Space Jam.
LeBron James is great.
No, LeBron was born because LeBron like 5 minutes older than me. So like, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. LeBron James is great, but he's not the greatest. Jordan is the greatest.
Okay, so you're saying if you got the skills to lead anybody to greatness, you ain't that good. All right.
He hasn't led anybody to greatness. The man loses.
So if you're able to make people into champions, you ain't that good.
I just gave you, it's the equivalent of you telling me,
the
greatest warrior of all time has lost more than he's won. Like,
as a person,
I'm telling you that this warrior has never lost. And you're like, no, but this guy's the greatest because he was in a lot more battles.
You hearing me, but you ain't listening. That's what I'm
okay. So tell me about your NBA Jam thing again. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, I already told you. No, you already heard that. I'm talking about if you able to take anybody and make them champions.
But he's not. That's what I'm saying. He's not.
Yeah, but did they win champions without LeBron James?
What?
Anybody that he won.
Dwayne Wade was a champ before LeBron got there.
Yeah, that was the only one, Dwayne.
Everybody else?
Dwayne was the only one.
He was the only one who had any age on him. That was it. LeBron James, everybody else was a young upcoming player that played with LeBron.
But everybody else, I'm talking about anybody else.
Because I don't.
Cleveland, no.
Anyway, it
doesn't make any sense.
It does make
the
sense.
same thing can be. No, it doesn't. The same thing can be said about Kevin Durant. And that dude's playing now along with LeBron James.
Can it be said about Jordan?
Yes.
So Bulls never won a ring before Jordan?
No, they didn't win until Jordan got there.
Well, there you go. So that's an even trade then.
Not if the man got more rings.
Oh, but LeBron's going to take that over. He's still got more life.
But he's lost more than he's won. Jordan has won.
Yeah, but hasn't LeBron played more? Didn't LeBron play more though?
He's played more because it's taken him longer to win. Jordan didn't lose while he was playing. You know when he lost? When he played baseball. That's when he lost. If the man had to switch sports to lose,
Angel.
that makes
he lost
him the
playing
man.
basketball.
That was a funny time. That was a funny time.
Yeah. He thought he was Bo Jackson for real. He thought he was Bo Jackson.
Or Darryl
Only Bo
Strawberry.
can do that. Only Bo can do that.
Oh yeah, that play both 2 sports. Yeah, Bo
Played
played
multiple
football, right?
sports. Yeah, football, baseball.
Then
He
he have a game? Then
Nice.
Bo Jackson have a video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was nice at both of them shit. He was nice at both sports.
It was football and baseball, right? He played?
Yeah, he played for the Raiders and he played for the White Sox, I think.
I think it was the White Sox, yeah. That was the
White
first man I
Sox.
ever saw.
But he
run
didn't
up a
play at the
wall
same
in
time,
baseball.
right? He played one or the other?
No,
But
he played during the seasons of when they played. Like when his football
It was
season
at the
was
same
over,
time.
he was playing baseball. Yeah.
He was a beast, yo.
Yeah, him and Deion Sanders did the same thing.
Yeah. Deion Sanders too, but he wasn't as good as
right.
What Deion Sanders play?
Baseball
baseball.
Oh.
and football.
I got a bone to pick with Deion Sanders.
Why?
And he rap. Remember that?
Okay.
Remember
Yeah.
Deion?
Oh God. No.
Holy shit.
We're
I don't want to hear
counting
Deion
that as
Sanders.
rap. We are
Nah.
not counting that as rap.
But you know what? Shaq had a platinum. Remember, Shaq had a platinum
Shaq
record.
can spit some lyrics, but Deion Sanders.
But that's because
was not
Shaq had
spitting
he had the Fushnikins, he had Nas,
Yeah.
because that Nas track that with Biggie,
They
he
taught
had
him to
mad
rap.
people around him
They taught him to
that
rap.
made his joke go platinum.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
here's my
Was
bone
Kobe
to
trying
pick
rap?
with.
Rest in peace, Kobe. A lot of these dudes
Yeah.
be trying to rap.
Yeah,
Yo,
they
Dame
do.
Lillard is nice. I don't know if you heard of Dame Lillard. He's nice. Dame Dollar from the Portland Trailblazers. Deuce, if you haven't heard his stuff, check his stuff out.
All
All right,
nice.
let me
He's all right.
tell my story. Let me tell my story
I'm
about
sorry.
Deion
Go ahead.
Sanders. Okay.
Okay.
I was doing a party at the Haversham Ballroom, and it was for when the Giants won the Super Bowl. It was scheduled. I mean, it was scheduled for 300 people, right? And it was just hors d'oeuvres and alcohol.
Deion bought like 50 more.
50. He bought 500 more people.
Yeah.
500 more people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
500 more people. He bought 500 more people. And we look and we're like, oh, it's Deion Sanders. And then the chef comes to me. He goes, how much hors d'oeuvres we got? I was like, I don't know. We got enough. Why? He goes, we got 500 more people. I was like, we ain't got enough. He's like, well, we're going to have to cut some stuff in half. And, we just got to make it work. I was like, what?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude was the reason why people started dressing up in the NFL. Remember, people didn't really dress up. He started wearing furs and all types of.
I respect him. I don't watch
nobody
sport,
does it better than Wall-Clyde Frazier, though. Wall-Clyde Frazier is a man when it comes to that. Like the furs and the hot suits and all that. Oh, man, he be killing it.
That's all you got for Sports Stick?
Yeah, that's it.
What you got on? I know we talked about some TV shows earlier.
We already covered it, but we got to talk about Sicily. You know what I mean?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Talk about Cicely Tyson passing away. You know what I mean?
It was from natural causes, right?
Huh?
It was from natural causes, right?
I don't think so. She was like 97 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's from natural causes. She didn't die from.
Yeah. Icon, you know what I mean? Played iconic roles. You know what I mean? One of my first childhood crushes, Cicely Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
And I do want to shout out. I be having names in my head and they just go right out. Tyler Perry, because Tyler Perry, he hired her for, I forgot what movie it was, but he paid her.
A Family That Stays Together, I think it's called.
Yeah, and he paid her triple the role, triple the amount that.
Oh yeah,
she had, and he does that. He did that for another actress too. She played Cookie on Power. I don't know why her name escapes me, but
Taraji.
Yeah, Taraji. Because he heard that they were getting underpaid and stuff like that, so he paid her what she was supposed to get paid because of her background, and she's been in the game for a while. And I
remember her in comment videos.
And I wanna actually tie this into a PSA, and this PSA is actually for Black people and Black and brown people. I want to say, huh? What did you say?
I said we all brown.
Yeah. Pecan tan. and Brown. Um, I want to say that in our culture, even though our elders passed, we need to start looking at them instead of them just passing away or dying, that they transition into the role of ancestors. And I heard someone say this on the radio too, that we should start looking at it. And it made sense to me that some of the people who've done great things, for our culture and help our society, help the progression of our culture, have that status of ancestor. When they pass on, have that status of ancestor when they pass on. And some that pass away young would have had that status of ancestor, like Chadwick Boseman. He was on his way to being that status of ancestor. So like, I think that we should start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like having our ancestors, because like our culture, was taken away from the past, so we don't know too much about our history too much. We can only know from bits and pieces. So we have to start building, from what tragic that we had, and start building this newer, better one. And by doing that, it start not only giving the flowers to those that are here now, but helping teaching those that these are the ancestors that help pave the way for other people to get where they are in life. So let's pay homage to these ancestors that helped us. And when they transition, let's keep them lifted up in our memories and in our prayers and our thoughts, and keep passing along. Because there's going to be a time later on in life where we're going to have to show, Ancestor Tyson her movies to show this is how it used to be. Same thing with Sidney Poitier and all the others. You know what I mean? Because they used to have it rough back in the day, But because of what they did, we're able to have the movies we have now.
We would have Black Panther. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because of the roles that
like
they had to play.
Sidney Poitier. I hope I'm saying it right. My mouth is super dry.
Sidney Poitier. Yeah, you got it right.
Sidney Poitier.
Mm-hmm. He was the first Black man to slap a white man on film.
Oh yeah, and he turned down roles. He wouldn't play roles that were beneath him. So he always had those prestigious roles. My mother loved.
Yeah, that's where Denzel got that from. He turns down roles that he doesn't want, that he doesn't feel he needs to be playing.
They just named a new school after him, a university or something like that.
And so we need to. I mean, he's getting up there. Of course, he's obviously he reached the elder role of and when he passes, of course, hopefully it's not anytime soon. But
ancestral, legendary ancestral role.
So just keep that in mind, and thank you guys so much for joining us for At the Dinner Table. Be on the lookout for us to be on our website where you'll be able to watch this show. Not only be able to watch it streaming, be able to watch it on demand. Check out my YouTube. I kind of fixed up the banner. I still got some work to do on that. And I do got some more interviews coming up. The next one's going to be soon, I think in like 2 weeks. And we're going to do another show where we're going to talk to some women about dating soon. I don't know. It's probably going to be next week. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Tig, you join us next week, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna do this around the Super Bowl, right? It's Super Bowl week.
What that mean?
It means you got to do it around the Super Bowl,
bro. It's Super Bowl.
So
what that mean for me?
We can do it on a Saturday. When's Super Bowl? Sunday, right?
Yeah, Super Bowl's next week.
We
Sunday.
do it on Saturday. We just do it on Saturday.
What that mean for me? I don't watch sports.
Yes, but the guy that you asked for sports does watch sports.
The guy that the sports guy got to watch the sports.
You all right?
I don't know. It sounds like you don't want to show up to come do the show. Is what it sounds like.
Well, look, I'm letting y'all know right now. I've already told him, and he's been arguing about it.
So
Valentine's Day weekend, I will not be here.
You don't want to be on
God
Valentine's
bless
weekend.
y'all.
You don't want to be here for
spend
Super
y'all
Bowl. Like, that's for a lot of days off, man. You know, a lot of days off.
I ain't asked you for no pay yet, though.
That's for a lot of days off. I know.
What my man? What's my check looking like?
Soon as you get paid, though, watch. You're gonna be like, but yeah, I'm gonna need this day off. I'm gonna need advance on this, and I need 2 weeks vacation.
I'm telling you like it is.
Jesus.
And we do got merch also on Bay Publications. You know what I'm saying? So we should be having some at the dinner table merch eventually. And if
we gotta
anybody,
get. We gotta get our. We are working on a logo. I'm just waiting for the fellas to send me their profile pics. I'm gonna say it again because we had a vibrating because Deuce don't know how to turn off his phone.
How you know it's my phone?
It's always your phone. Everybody else is using a laptop.
Nobody else heard.
Everybody else is using a laptop, but you.
Oh, okay. That's why you know.
Everybody's using a laptop, but you. He's like, how you know who's me? I need everybody. We're gonna be working on a logo. I was waiting for the fellas to send me their stuff, but somebody don't know how to return text messages. But that's another story that we're gonna bring up on the show.
Yeah. And we at the end of the show. Are we at the end of the show?
Yeah, we are at the end of the show.
You said at the beginning of the show was me. You know what I'm saying? Now you just.
It's not just you though. It's everybody else too. Everybody. I don't know what it is.
We at the end of the show.
It's probably because I don't pay y'all to do the show.
We at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to be talking about.
Once I start holding y'all checks, y'all gonna start texting me back. I know that. Once I start holding y'all checks, I start texting me back. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Check us out next week. Peace.
Peace.